And welcome to the Mindless show. I'm not Schmidlab, and there's no one here. I'm not welcoming our guest today. We'll be not Celtic Druid. Not here, and not here also today is Kai, spelled differently.
Wait, does this mean it's not right then?
No, but I didn't say which spelling of Kai.
Oh,
okay. So it's
Today's topic, aliens.
Yeah, just
But aliens.
to somebody.
Aliens. To quote a meme from ages past.
Yes.
you might even say it's ancient.
No, here we go. Here we go. Good. But please not do the whole ancient aliens.
No, it's,
Wait, so Ancient Aliens was the show where they just said,
I know.
everything was aliens.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
Humans didn't do anything, you know?
yeah, we are incapable beings. We definitely didn't create the civilized
I know.
world.
It's the
I get that.
aliens or aliens.
Us? Okay. Alright, so do you want to talk about aliens in fiction? Like as a concept?
They're all from Egypt.
Wait, you just walked in front of the camera!
I'm not allowed to do that.
No, you're not!
Yes, I am.
No, you're not! Bitch, never walk in front
There's
of the
a
camera like
comfortable
that.
seat right
That's
behind
incredibly
you.
unprofessional!
Shut up. Do what you want. I don't care.
This
Why
show-
would you do that?
This show's pretty unprofessional in general, really.
Oh.
We don't even have
Alright, so, aliens. Do you want to talk about aliens in the abstract? Aliens in the literal? Aliens in fiction?
Because, I mean...
Or all
well,
of
yeah,
the
'cause
above?
we could be doing literal aliens as in, just the Chinese.
That is not what I
Is it
meant.
Mexicans?
No.
That is not what I meant.
No,
I'm so
that's very wrong. We apologize.
Welcome to the Mindless show.
Welcome to the racist show.
Yeah, just tell how it is.
No,
Not from you.
No, but
Your shapes.
Not from... Hashtag not spawn.
So yeah, the one thing I always get really scared about aliens, I must say, is the fact that if we ever came into contact with them, there's no way we could ever know that we wouldn't kill them instantly
Yeah,
and then start an intergalactic war.
Thing
vice
is-
versa.
If that would even
Yeah,
exist.
thing is, they'd probably be smart enough to go, hey, maybe don't come and touch us because we'll get a disease and die.
Hey,
I'm pretty
Independence
sure we don't
Day.
have to do that.
Yeah,
Two.
but they'd also be like, they wouldn't like come down and be like, hey, take me to your leader, I'm just, gonna stand here with all these germs
War
around.
of the World style.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta remember though, like, germs probably can't affect aliens because, like, you think about it, each virus and bacteria is specific to a species on Earth.
Yeah, but they'd be
And
down.
yes, they do sometimes change, like in bird flu and all that sort of thing, like where you
But
do
the
get
way-
cross-species thing. But the thing is, if these aliens evolved on a completely different planet, a completely different ecosystem, they may even have viruses where they live. Like, actually, like viruses. So if they have DNA, they probably do have viruses.
Yeah.
But the point is, they're going to be so vastly different that any viruses are probably just not going to interact with them at all. That being said,
If
they might. They might. We don't know. Like, we
thing
don't
is,
know.
any sort of, let's say it's carbon-based life form, it's gonna have, if it's an animal, so it's like us, it's gonna have.
That's a very big assumption to start with.
Yeah, it is.
It's-
It is a huge assumption.
Well, no, for something to become an intelligent working being, it has to have cells which are relatively similar to our own. Relatively. So it's going to have some organelles in the cell that do similar things. So it's probably going to have something roughly equating to some of the organelles, which is what the viruses and bacteria and such attack. So there's going to be something, we have billions of viruses, billions of bacteria. There's going to be something on Earth that's going to be capable
But
of
the
killing
thing is
these
though, like,
things.
you have like in the domain of life, there's well, actually it's not true, but it's the slightly older version just for simplicity. There's 5 kingdoms. Technically, there's 3 kingdoms, and there's in our domain, and there's a bunch of other kingdoms in the other domain. But let's just say there's 5 kingdoms. There's an animal, plant, fungus, and the 2 bacteria ones. No, there's bacteria and it's okay. Is that okay? Well, it used to be anyway. I don't know.
Fair enough.
But and the thing is, like, this has been our own ecosystem. It's like the multi-celled organisms. There's plants, animals, and fungus, and they are wildly different to each other. And like you look at a mushroom, you look at a plant, you think like they're both stationary, they both absorb like nutrients from the soil, and also you think they're very similar in those respects. But when you actually look at it like phylogenetically, like fungus is more closely related to an animal than it is to a plant.
Yeah.
And they're just so wildly different that like on on a cellular level, there's nothing similar between them. Like, and and then these are with the same like living on the same planet. Like,
yeah.
it's the same conditions and stuff like.
But on Earth we have things that attack all of those things.
Like what?
Well, there are just diseases that affect.
Every disease is specific to.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that everything that has evolved on Earth, well, presumably everything.
I'm sure aliens have their own disease.
But what I'm saying is, something that we have on Earth that affects a thing that is a thing on Earth would probably be similar enough to an alien life. I mean, because of the sheer diversity we have.
We have not covered all the possibilities.
I know. I'm not saying. I'm saying statistically.
I think you're completely wrong. Like,
I must say, guys.
It's like there are so many like chemical combinations.
But not.
And the statistically, like I know you're saying.
I'm not saying it's going to be
we've got a
exact.
huge sample size, and but I'm saying statistically, like the amount of life that's on Earth is insignificant.
I know, but if something is capable of coming to Earth, it's going to have to be have dexterous limbs, a big brain.
Well,
how do you build a spaceship without dexterous limbs?
Or do you use a spaceship?
Well, how else do you?
How
do you build something to get?
The point is.
But the thing is, to be able to be aware that space exists, you need to have there's a fairly linear progression of technology to become aware of that.
Well, the thing is, though, but like you're assuming the alien culture based on our own. The point is,
I'm not saying culture. I'm saying technology.
That technology is not culture, like all this sort of thing.
I know, but in order to create, anyway, go ahead.
I'm saying we probably
I might
can't
stop
see
you
it.
there. I might stop you there, Kai. I just want to say that when I said, touching an alien may kill them, I wasn't referring to just bacteria. I wasn't referring to just bacteria. I'm talking about if we accidentally inhale them, or if the mere act of touching them is...
Oh, like, it's so fragile. Like, I'm pretty sure
they can be so,
I mean,
what's the opposite of dense?
fragile. Well,
just of low density.
yeah.
Of low density.
I mean, well,
I think there is a word, actually, but
presumably they're going to, if they've come to Earth, they're going to be able to go, hey, these humans are real strong compared to us. Maybe we should wear a spacesuit, wear a thing that makes us not fall apart. Or
then the problem arises that if we assume that they're going to bring some sort of suit along, how do we assume the materials they have?
Look, if they're capable of getting to us, they're smarter than us. They're going to go, I'm going to do this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll give us some secrets to build our first hyperdrive.
Why wouldn't they? Damn it, Galaxy Rangers. One of those aliens is just an old man with elf ears. What is this?
Isn't that just like Spock?
Pretty much.
I haven't seen Galaxy Rangers, I don't know what this is.
No, it's just it starts with two aliens just coming to Earth for no apparent reason. They're like, hey, here's a hyperdrive, and then you get space cowboys.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
And one thing, I reckon Mars mission needs to be soon because we need to find those protein runs.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
Yeah.
Some alien species, call that.
How do we know?
That's the thing.
How do we know that aliens haven't already come to us?
Yep, extra
Well-
days and they built the goddamn
No, but
pyramids.
not just that, but do we know?
They're among us.
The truth is out there.
Oh my god, X-Files. I didn't intend for that. I'm more talking about our methods of detection.
No.
that's
the
it.
way we see and the way we sense.
Yeah, you're right.
There are things like dark matter in the universe that we can't really
Yeah, so it's
see.
like
We
going
don't
dark.
see the absence of them. Could there be something that we some sort of alien that we can't see?
Sort of not so much extra dimensional as in extra perceptionary.
Just like
perceptive.
using a cloaking device.
Yeah, just why would they bother
Come
though?
on.
It's like, oh man, there are these intelligent beings. Better walk around invisible.
Well, that's the thing though,
It might be some horrible joke.
Well, I think
Yeah, it's all, it's a social experiment, bro.
the thing is though, do the aliens even consider us intelligent? Cause
Probably not.
You got to think about in the scale of the universe. It's been around for billions of years. Humans as a species have been around for billions, and that's the time scale on that is it's very short. And in fact, as a species, compared to other species, we're still in our infancy.
We are.
It's like, what is it? It's like the scale, it's like from the beginning of the universe to get to Earth, it's like, what, 8 billion years? Something like that?
That's a long time.
No, I think it's more than that.
Because it's 13 billion years old.
13. Oh, yeah, you're right, because
And
Earth is
we're,
about 4 billion.
yeah, we're about
you're
4
right,
billion.
yes.
So it's like 8 or 9-ish.
Yeah,
And then you get the Earth, and then 4 billion years to get to, a little under 4 billion years to get to, how many years like 1 billion and a bit years to get to light,
Yeah.
then another 3 billion to get to us,
Yeah.
and then it's like 2 million years to get from us being a species to us having nuclear bombs and being able to destroy ourselves.
No, it's like more like
This is beautiful.
10 years.
Oh, crap.
Oh yeah, well, as like Homo sapiens,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like more like
And
2 million.
it's in yeah.
Like, yeah.
But as civilization goes, it's 7 million years. No, sorry, 7,000. 7,000,
Yeah.
which is
Not long.
insignificant again.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
a tiny amount of time to go from, oh, we have some rocks and fire and stuff to, oh yeah, we could
Yeah.
kill everything on the planet.
From like the first
It's wonderful.
civilizations in Mesopotamia.
I'm for nuclear
Indus
disarmament.
Valley.
You should too. Vote my
To this
petition on change
podcast
your
right
law.
now. Like,
Yeah, that's like not long. I mean, if an alien had been around for another million years than us, where on earth are they going to
Yeah.
be? If it's taken us 7,000 years with our tiny little brains and wanting to kill each other all the time
Yeah.
to get to where we are, they're going to be like crazy
And the
god
point
monsters.
is, like most, like if you think about it statistically, most of the species in the galaxy, if they follow the same sort of path into the universe that we predict that we will have, which is a huge like assumption.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the point is, if we just assume that like each species will, each intelligent species will develop civilization, build a space program, go into
Yeah.
the solar system, then go into the surrounding solar systems, and then eventually like go into the wider galaxy. If we assume that like all the species in the invisible universe do a similar sort of thing,
Yeah.
most of them out there, in fact almost exclusively all of them, just because of the statistical likelihood, will be in the galaxy like exploring phase, like just because like the amount of time it takes, like the statistic, like because it only took like a couple of thousand years to do it, but it takes ages to actually fly to different planets. And
Yeah.
shit, right? So
Unless
So-
you find
it's super
Light
unlikely
speed
that we
travel.
will, like right now, that there are other civilizations with like that are still using like radio waves and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
That they're going to detect our radio waves. And they might have the capacity to, but it'll be so far obsolete.
Yeah, they just don't care. It's just, oh, there's some noise on our
I
communication.
mean, that doesn't mean we don't like send them out. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, you say that it still could be, but like the chances are very small. Like,
There's another interesting, because we're talking about...
That is also like making all those huge assumptions. Like,
Yeah, but we're also talking about far-flung futures, as in alien civilizations, how they advance. There's, I can't remember, it was some quote where it's, humans are like the sex organs of the thing that comes next. As in, we're creating whatever will replace us, which is essentially going to be beings of silicon who are omni-intelligent, essentially. Once we create true AI that can self-improve, we are superfluous.
if that's actually possible.
It's probably possible.
There is a film that came out last year called Midnight Special, and the idea of it is it kind of hints at the idea that in certain people's genes that you can have these light abilities, and in the future there will be everyone will just be a pure being of light instead of being an actual made of flesh and
Alright,
bone.
that's
It's just that idea like that if
well, it's everything but a dim future, guys.
I mean, there's a better pun there.
Yeah.
It's a bright future.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to make it... Honestly, that story sounds kind of dull.
Other alien. We set out a gold record in
Hey,
space,
hey,
didn't we?
hey, lighten up, Schmidlab.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
We set a gold record in space, didn't we?
it's really shiny, very, very bright.
And didn't it have like...
Yes,
No, yeah, it had
The,
distance to Earth, but they used
Blazer. Not Blazer.
Pleasure.
Oh yeah, the
Supernova
name
maps,
of the
I think. It was
supernova maps.
There's a map
the-
where
yeah.
the distance between... It wasn't supernova, it was something.
Quasars?
It might have been
Probably
quasars.
quasars, yeah.
And yeah, it's based off the relative distance
Yeah.
of
between-
the oscillation of hydrogen atoms.
Yeah.
It's also, there's a gold plate and there's a gold record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Wait,
they're both on.
if you
40.
play it, doesn't have a recording of Jimmy Carter's...
It has a bunch
Yeah.
of songs.
It's-
from that.
Wait, Jimmy
Yeah,
Carter?
it's
Songs
also
and
got...
sounds.
It's got the UN Secretary General and
I'm
I
just
think the
thinking,
US President.
I'm going to be saying the US President's name, not the British comedian.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
Jimmy
that's
Carter.
Jimmy Carter. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's also very audacious, like just to say that like we're making this a record, a technology that we invented. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's this.
It does also have
figure out this one.
It
like,
does actually have instructions on how to play
It
the
does,
record.
but
yeah.
like,
But they're not very good.
their visual instructions too, like...
But yeah, how to how to construct a record.
Yeah, it does actually. It's like, here is how you build a thing that
They
will play
finally
this.
make it, and then suddenly all they hear is the noise from the brick. You know, when you play an old record, it's always got the
Oh yeah,
the errors,
the record
grooves.
scratch.
Yeah.
No, I just want them to play it backwards, like...
Oh man, that'd be so much better. They just come to Earth. They're like, oh man, we worked out where you live. We can speak your language perfectly, but backwards.
Love your music. It's the best thing in life.
Oh, that would be so good. They're just playing classical
Why
music
is
in
it not a
reverse.
comedy movie yet?
Oh,
And there's
man.
also so
I
many
guess it's
things-
one joke, like...
Yeah.
There's so many things in Star Trek about humans sending up satellites into space and then causing horrible things. to
Yeah.
happen. Like they've got that Star Trek film where they said that the probe Voyager
The really
Yeah,
boring
becomes that one's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't it?
But there's a Star Trek episode where, for some stupid reason, the humans send out a probe with scientific technology, scientific
Like diagrams.
diagrams and data on it.
Like how
and
to
then
build.
they send it to these people, and
This
then
was
they
the Voyager one, right?
no. This is a
This is another
not a
one.
This is not a movie. This is an episode.
No, the TV show Voyager,
Yeah.
not like the...
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the probe, they usually find out how to make nuclear weapons, and they blame the humans for basically killing their entire
Yeah.
race.
Oh man, that's kind of
It's
great.
kind of like
Thing is, that's. Sorry,
that's- I'm going to say, is that prone to happen if we send any kind of, we
No.
can't
No,
send any kind of data.
Risk-
Realistically, if there's a civilization more primitive than us,
Yeah.
they were going to figure it out anyway.
Yeah.
Or like... Also, they like if they're super criminal, like, they're not going to... It's really difficult to actually decipher.
Yeah.
Like, because some of the messages we sent to space have like what we consider a diagram of a hydrogen atom.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then the thing is that's the basis of like a binary system.
Mm.
And so the thing is you have to then they use binary to list primes.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
And just to show that we are understanding
Yeah.
mathematics. But the thing is, to do that, like, you have to like
Mm.
recognize this as a hydrogen atom and equate that to one. And like,
Yeah.
you know, it's
That's the one thing that's like, we send out a list of prime numbers in space in some form, which maybe someone would understand. Like, how do we know they're going to be able to understand? They're not just going, oh, look at all these 1 0, think that's what it is.
That'd be great. It's like we'd use
all this complicated mathematics and just like, what, come on.
they're still messing around with primes. God, like
Yeah.
So we've got
I know.
these super primes that also the fabric of space time. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, like
they haven't found the lost digit of pi. What is this? These peasants.
when you think about like the ancient Greeks were messing around with primes.
Yeah, I know. They
Yeah.
haven't come that far.
Yeah, I mean,
But then again, that
the thing is, though,
was
it
only.
is just a constant, like, to show that we do understand.
Yeah,
it.
it's just like, hey, we worked this out.
Yeah.
Look at us, we're not.
Honestly, it's just a way to like make it different from like background noise.
Yeah, essentially.
It's
It's like,
something
hey,
that
this is a
has,
pattern.
it has a universal meaning
Yeah.
because mathematics, at least we assume.
Are we making an
it's
assumption
universal.
when we said have a
Yeah.
universal meaning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that is you always have to make so many assumptions because like.
Mm.
I mean, like, you just see in sci-fi, like, I mean, it's just in sci-fi, like, everybody has banners, like, everybody has symbols and banners, like, for this, like, this is the Klingon
Yeah.
symbol, like, why would you assume that that's, like, I guess because it's, like,
No, but it's
TV
it's
show,
Star
right?
Trek. You can do whatever the hell.
I know, it's
you
a
need
TV
something
show,
that makes
it's-
sense to a human
It's
audience.
all
Yeah.
allegories for, like, other cultures and stuff, but, like, but it's, like, if we're, like,
Star
being
Trek
clearly-
especially, their alien design is not great. It's like, oh yeah, they've got a weird forehead.
Yeah.
How about this guy? He's got a weird nose. This one, weird chin.
Weird, and weird ears on the other guy.
It's like they actually had one alien fate and they just spread it out over several
Yeah.
species.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, you got to be fair. In the first one, they didn't have a huge budget.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
There were still people, who are operating with non-existent tools on non-existent broken walls.
they could barely afford to, like, just make Spock's ears. That was, like, the whole, as far as they could go for aliens.
I know, they couldn't. They had to, like, whenever the ship was breaking down, they had to rotate the camera to show that it had been knocked over and get everyone to pretend to fall in a direction. Oh boy.
Oh, man.
Aliens.
Oh, that
Sorry.
was good old days of film where they just had you have to pretend that you were flying from side to side.
Now all they do is like generally they actually put the set on
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a gimbal and like they just
Yeah.
actually
Oh man,
straight down.
have you seen the clips, the behind the scenes stuff of Pacific Rim, where it's people in the head of the giant robot, and it's just the whole set tilts like this and moves up and like, you know how in the film the head drops this huge distance and then clicks
It's
into
been a while
place.
since I watched it.
The
Yeah.
set actually dropped like a full story.
No, it's the cooler thing about it.
Why didn't they just make it alright? Just get the film set and then just sell tickets.
Did you ever see Zathura?
Yeah.
Like, it was a good movie. I like
It
it.
was alright.
What are we gonna do when we run out of beer?
Oh, yeah, it makes no sense. But like,
Yeah, why can they breathe in space? Why does the guy need a spacesuit if there's clearly air out there?
yeah.
Why are there
But
flames? Anyway,
The
sorry.
point I'm making.
And no, one thing I would say about the Zathura versus Jumanji, that's sort of the same series.
Yeah, it's the same.
Jumanji's a way better, at like physical board games, Jumanji's way better. Just had to put that out there.
But the point is that like the point I'm making is like when they actually made the movie, they just they took like a movie set and they built a house on it.
Oh wow.
And the
That's
thing
kind
is,
of impressive.
almost all of the movie is like practical, like all the stuff, and they actually just like the thing that made it so they had to shoot it mostly in order because they would keep
Oh
breaking
yeah,
parts
of
in one go.
course.
And it means they had to do it in one take. Like,
Oh wow.
so when you see the harpoon go through the wall, like that's just they built a house and smashed the harpoon through the wall, and the kids really standing there.
Holy crap.
they have to know their marks and all that.
That movie's a lot more impressive than I remember.
Yeah, no, it's like
I mean, it's not still. I wouldn't say it's critically good, but it's impressive.
it's a technological marvel. Like, it looks great.
What were the aliens? The aliens in that, they were like giant alligator.
Yeah,
They're like lizard things.
They're essentially lizard men from like Warhammer or something.
Yeah, and they were cool too because like there'd be
Space
people
lizard men.
in the suits,
Oh, I guess they were.
but like the head would like you'd stand in the suit, and the head would come out here. And the thing is, then you'd wear like green hoods, and then they'd edit that part.
Yeah.
And so it looked really like strange.
Yeah.
Because like the problem with like practical effects for like aliens is like always looks like a guy in a suit
Yeah.
all the time. But like if you mess
If
around
you do
like
it
that,
right, yeah.
What are your favourite film and TV aliens?
And video games, come on.
And video games, yeah, sure.
Well-
Media related aliens.
Don't everyone say Mass Effect. No, just
Got
I
them?
mean Mass Effect, but I like the aliens
Oh, from Alien.
from Alien.
They're called Xenomorphs.
Xenomorphs, yeah,
Yeah.
Xenomorphs, but like yeah,
Yeah, they're what's it called H.R. Geiger.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
H.R.
that's-
Geiger, oh, isn't he?
I think he designed the Xenomorph.
just because they're so scary, I love it. Like,
They're really good
Yeah.
because they're like organic and robotic and yeah.
Gave me nightmares for
Actually,
like
the
a long time.
the one that really like scared me is the one from Prometheus, like the worm one. Like that was like none of the other ones actually don't scare me. Like I can objectively recognize it's a scary creature, but the one from Prometheus just like
Even what is it? Quentin Tarantino was saying how he liked Prometheus, but like he just finds it really stupid. It's like you see a space cobra, you're not gonna go up to it and say hello.
yeah, no, it's like
That's good.
I quite like Prometheus, but like it still it sort of has leaves like a bitter taste in the mouth, like just 'cause, like
Yeah.
they don't really like explain what's going on. I understand that's the point of the movie.
Yeah.
Because like they go out on the quest for answers and they don't get any answers. I mean that's the point. Like there's no gods. I mean it's an empty, cold, hard universe, and like there's no help out there. But like the point is like, but still like as an audience, I feel like I should know what's like really going on. But
Yeah,
like,
but it still gives you the idea of like the things are still bred for a reason. Like humans,
Yeah,
the
you
human
can-
species was bred so they can make an army out of them.
yeah, you
when
can
they-
connect the dots and like
Xenomorphs,
figure out stuff, but like it's still.
I mean, we keep killing predators. We're good at something.
Yeah,
Just the idea of the
and then the alien, the predator.
I know, but I really hate that they connected their series just because in the second film they
They're
had
real bad.
a
You keep
xenomorph
killing them.
skull.
I haven't seen any of the
What's that
sequels, but of Alien vs Predator. But the first Alien Predator movie is such a good movie. I mean, it's like
The first one is actually pretty decent. The
It's-
second one is just
I haven't seen it.
fine. It's,
But it's like-
really bad. But also it's incredibly dark. It's gory as shit. It's unnecessary.
yeah, but like the first Alien vs Predator movie, it's just a really fun short.
Hey,
little
Crank,
movie.
he's an alien.
Yeah, is he your favorite?
No, I was actually gonna say Predator. Even though I haven't watched the movie or played him in the video.
Yeah, the
game.
design's pretty rad.
Actually, no, I played him in a video
You
game.
should at least watch the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, no, that's the one I'm planning on
That's
watching. I'm not good. I don't think like I look at all the others, and go, what the fuck are these things? You know?
Predator 2 is a fine movie in its own right, and Predators is I think okay as well.
You know what I've watched? I
Can't
watched a
remember
parody film of the Predator,
Of course you have.
starring a bunch of guys who love fighting games and who also do a fighting game tutorial on how to use Predator in Mortal Kombat X.
Did we play? Was it Alien vs Predator?
On the PC version, yes.
Yeah, the PC version.
You get the shoulder cannon.
Predators,
you get the
Predators are badass as shit,
you get,
but
like
they're just so
you can
shitty
heal,
in the
like
films.
he heals himself using like 2 syringes that he just makes.
They're pretty strong in the Alien vs Predator movie though, because like it's weird. Like you think that in like Alien versus Predator, you decide like who wins, aliens or predators. But in the movie, like, and there's one scene where there's like 3 predators and 1 alien, and like there's 1 alien kills 2 of those predators. So you think, so that's near the start of the movie. You think, oh, okay, obviously aliens are the strongest. But then that one predator becomes one of the heroes of the movie and kills all the other aliens.
Yeah.
That's kind of
And
awesome.
then dies in the final battle with the giant queen. Like, spoiler alert, sorry guys. But
It's one of
but
those,
like, and he's like, what? I want to know.
it's one of those things where predators like to they're written to like hunt alone, like it's kind of that kind of thing. But then even in like the first like clip of the film, it's showing like them during the ancient civilization on Earth where they had like the pyramid and
Silly
thing,
idea, but
and they
it's
just
fun.
bred the xenomorphs for war games and then just blew themselves up with a nuke just to get rid of the aliens if they were about to
Is
die.
this an Alien versus Predator?
This is the first alien.
This is the
Predator.
first
Wow,
film.
this movie sounds better than I thought.
It is
It's-
a great movie.
it's-
It's ridiculous and silly, but it's so much fun.
I have it on DVD if you want to borrow
Yeah.
it. It's quite good. The second one is disgusting. You don't want to watch that, except for the pred-alien creature. But that's actually what makes it disturbing. Mixing the two and then the way that they
Those are not designs that mesh. How did they even do that?
But to be fair, like
it's literally a xenomorph of just the 2 jaw thingies.
To be
That's
fair,
literally the only
Oh,
difference.
okay.
to be fair, like the original Xenomorph doesn't look much like a human either.
That's something that is in
The original xenomorph does look like human. It just has a tail and it has an extended
Well,
skull.
it's supposed to look human enough for it to
It
be
has arms and
unsettling.
legs.
Yeah.
It has arms and legs,
But
that's
it's meant to resemble a human skeleton,
is-
but that wasn't an intent. It wasn't. It was done to make it creepy, not to make it look like it was a human.
But the
then
point
when
is,
I-
like, the Predator has arms and legs and mandibles, so like it
and
makes
it's-
sense.
and
That's
it's
what
clearly a guy who's
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they ended up putting into like the lore of the Alien series of like whenever the xenomorph is born, it depends on what actual creature it comes from.
Yeah, so I mean, like, when you're
so
taking
a dog,
a
it looks
yeah.
like more of a
It's
dog.
got
From a human, it
legs.
looks like a human. You know, if it's
Yeah.
from the engineer
Yeah,
alien, it's a different
And
hormone.
if it hatches out of Baraka from Mortal Kombat, it has flaws.
There's,
Yes.
There was a failed Aliens cartoon
So-
where the toy line they did release
Oh.
and basically in the cartoon there were all these different aliens that were like it had been from all these different animals and stuff. So there were designs made.
So it was like
So
a
you've got
rhino
stuff-
alien with
Yeah,
all...
it was like stuff like that. It was like,
You've got your farm animal
they were like
set.
bright colours.
You've got, like,
My
you give the
little
chicken-
alien.
It's like a shell and you take it off and there's just the xenomorph version
But it's
inside.
it'd be like one of those things like Monster Fears, except you peel the skin off the cow and it has like the cow xenomorph.
No, you have to put the face hugger on the cow and then the cow explodes. And
You,
he's
you press it in and it presses little springs and they go...
Jesus, the best toys.
No, but yeah, so they
The 80s.
they
Adult
made
movies
designs
marketed
for all
to
these
children.
different versions and they were like
face hugger on a cow.
they were like
It's an
bright-
alien toy line.
Yeah.
But yeah, look,
Yeah.
They're really some of them are kind of cool looking and the thing is they sold them, they made them, they molded them.
But they never made the cartoon.
They never made the cartoon, so there were all these like Marines characters who had like backstories on the boxes and names, and they just didn't exist anywhere
That
else.
explains where I saw them because like at Minotaur and stores like
Yeah.
they literally have a whole collection for alien stuff and plushies and whatnot. Like, who wants to get a plushie of a face hugger?
Yeah, but you're
Yeah,
absolutely
but it's funny.
terrified of them, aren't you?
Oh, I am. Well, at least I was. Face hugger's still to a level. Xenomorph's not so much.
I mean, I think the face plush is pretty cool because I'm not scared of them, you know. Like,
What's a face hugger? No, I actually know what a face hugger is. I've seen it.
I noticed. I really like. I was genuinely scared of the series for like the majority of my life, and like I'm not even 20 yet, so like it's been a not that long amount of time for one thing. But the amount of times I just went into research on the films and the games and all kinds of stuff. Like I know a whole bunch about the lore and about the creatures and everything. I've watched all the films multiple times. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. It's really weird.
oh yeah.
Aliens come in many forms, it seems. Cows and fish. I'm
Xenom-
thinking of like xenomorph sharks now.
Oh, man, that'd be kind of rad.
Without water.
Well, like an octopus.
It's a
Oh,
shark.
man, oh,
Yeah,
that'd
like,
be horrible.
no, it's just like got
But they don't have any
tails.
bones. They have like a beak.
I know.
It'd just be a beak with a weird head.
No, it's even better. Like a shark just like eats a belly, and then like a face.
Sharks don't have
goes
bones
on.
either. It's all cartilage. What?
Wait, really? Oh shit.
Yeah, they
There'd
don't-
just be a large row of teeth, right?
Yeah, it's just big teeth.
Well, they have bones, but their bones aren't made of bone. They're made of bone.
Yeah.
Oh
Like by that definition, technically they're not vertebrates. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's
aren't
that's
they,
gonna mess
they
with
are
me.
like descended from vertebrates or something?
They're-
It's
they're-
something weird
They're,
like that.
they're fish. That's technically not true because there's no such thing as fish. But
Yeah. Oh man, I love that the guy, a biologist, spends his life studying fish, only to determine there's no such thing as fish.
Oh no.
there's
Wait,
fish.
fish don't exist?
No,
No, well, fish exist, but like you can't actually classify them all together.
See,
because
fish
they're more
are
related
aliens.
to other things than other fish.
the differences between sharks and like
Guppy.
carp and like other like just the general fish is like the same as like difference between like a mammal and a reptile.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then there's like throughout all of like geological time, there's been 5 different families.
I can't remember what the classification is.
Which
level?
No, not family.
Is this a fish?
Not genus. It's a
I don't
genus.
know.
Class.
This was like I forgot this stuff.
The last
I
time
can't
did bio
remember year
was
11
2 years
biology.
ago. I did year 12 bio, but that was last year.
Kingdom, phylum, class, family.
I don't know.
Species.
So kingdoms.
We can check it on
Kingdom
check on
yeah.
Wikipedia if you like.
We get the point. We get
Yeah,
the,
the
we
one-
get, we
there's
get what you're
groups
saying.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, but the point, yeah.
How about classic alien invasion films?
Oh.
Like I've got one up there that They Live. In itself is a social commentary, but the idea of the like all the
What about
Hey.
Blue that has aliens in it?
Wait, what? Oh my god.
Reverse Blue does have aliens in it. Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of.
But it's
got the
interesting
good
how films and
All
media
classic
use
elements.
aliens as allegories and shit. I mean, like
Wait,
shows
you
like,
androids? Why is that the? Oh, I mean, was that? This is just from last episode.
yeah.
Right?
Like even the Rick and Morty, they just have aliens.
Are those books even in shot?
Yeah, they are. Oh.
Yes, they are. They're all.
Any,
You can
we
see
always
all
put
of
ones
them.
up here in shot. Wait. Oh, Zoidbergs.
I may have started the episode on
Void
Zoidberg.
mode.
What is this?
It's
This is a toy figurine. I like.
didn't they come in cereal boxes or something?
Not the one I
It's sort
got.
of bendy.
'Cause,
bendy
bendy
things. They're
is-
like they're a bit bendy.
Because a relative got like a whole bunch of them
Mm.
for their birthday, and I was jealous. And luckily, my favorite character is Zoidberg.
Why
so
not
my dad got me
Zoidberg?
Zoidberg.
He's my favourite alien now.
Yeah.
Just because of the meme.
But basically, only the arms move on this one. Like the rest of it, I don't want to move because it feels like it's gonna break.
Yeah.
It does seem that way, but it's just plastic. It probably won't be able to stretch too far because you'll probably actually kill it.
Yeah.
I think we did that with one of them. I can't remember which one.
Aliens, yeah.
Other aliens.
What
Star
about
Wars aliens? What do you
Star Wars
reckon?
aliens, like literally just whatever they had.
Are they all
No, no,
aliens
no.
in Star Wars? Like the humans, aliens and stuff too? Like, because like humans evolved on Earth, it's all supposed to be like one time ago.
Yeah, there was this
Oh,
great
yeah.
theory. There was this great theory about Star Wars that the humans weren't humans. It was like the story was being told. I mean, it's been proved wrong, but it was what it was like the story was being told as though it was humans, but in fact they were like incomprehensible insectoid aliens, and that's why you have stuff like the Emperor. But I mean,
Wait, what?
What? No, because
it was a silly
human
theory.
civilizations.
I know, I know.
Insectoid
It's a
leads
silly
you to
theory.
The Emperor.
I know, but it's
Would it be Queen?
It's a silly theory. I'm not saying I believe it. I think it's funny. Someone's like, they're not humans at all. They're just like insectoid aliens. That's why they have weird like governmental structures and
But the
stuff.
thing is, just
What's
also
so weird about
like,
the governmental structures?
I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying I believe it.
But why would anyone believe that
It was, there was
weird governmental
other
structure in the Star
stuff. It was
Wars?
like just the way people
but the
behave.
thing is, like
and stuff.
that sort of makes a certain kind of sense because they're not actually speaking English or like
Yeah,
whatever translation.
they speak galactic basic.
Basic, yeah, basic. And
Yeah, better get out the old Star Wars.
But the thing is, like,
Yeah, she brought it.
See how many extra languages you get.
And but the thing is, like, that's like, you
Rodents.
always just assume that, like, when you're watching some fantasy one, that like they're speaking their language, but like because it's a movie for men,
Yeah.
it's been translated.
Yeah.
Like, well, of course, like it hasn't because it's fictional, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. No, the problem that comes about with languages in any fictional medium is just kind of like weird because like for
except
instance,
Tolkien and the first
sorry, because Tolkien, because everything's really well defined, he actually thought about every single language. Whereas with things like when you've got this anime I read, like they're meant to be one of the guys is Japanese, one of them's American, one of them's Egyptian, one of them's French, and they move around the world.
And they all talk the same language.
They, wherever they go, they can speak whatever language
Is
that's
this
talked.
JoJo?
I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sure between a lot of them, they could probably speak most languages.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't know Indian for some reason.
Have you guys seen
I mean,
the Stargate movie, the original one?
Yes,
I've seen
I have it on
I think I've seen part of
DVD.
it.
Oh yeah, don't they all speak English?
No, they don't. That's the thing. Like, well, there's a group of Americans who discover the Stargate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go for
Oh,
the
this is the
Stargate.
first one.
They're the
But
movie.
they discover it,
yeah.
And they're certainly not in
And
Canada.
they go to this planet and they find all these humans there. I think
Yeah.
that's really weird. And
yeah.
I'm going to spoil the movie for you guys.
Wasn't it like, I think I've seen part of it. There's like ancient gods or something like that.
Yeah, there's this alien race
Yeah.
who like during the ancient Egyptian times, ancient aliens again, they transplanted a bunch of humans and put a bunch of them on this planet. And that means that they're all speaking like an ancient language, and the linguist, who's our hero,
Oh yeah, he's able to speak with them. Yeah.
Once he figures out all the pronunciations,
Yeah.
he's able to speak with them and stuff. And it's like, and the thing is, there's no like translating the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And like, there's just this entire scene where he's like, our hero's like just talking to the evil alien guy. The whole thing's just in subtitles. It's great, like.
Yeah, that's clever.
And then in the TV shows, they're just like, oh, they all speak English.
Yeah, I saw an episode of that on TV the other day, and it was like, oh, they're in mysterious fantasy town now? It was real weird.
It's such a weird...
Stargate is awesome, I don't care.
It's a great show, but there's
freaking
like...
awesome.
I mean, yeah, they do a similar thing in Rick and Morty. Some aliens just happen to speak English, but
Yeah.
a lot of them as well, just as a joke, like the creatures
They
like
speak
gazop,
gazop,
gazop, and shit, just speak a whole different language, and there's no subtitles. Like, you watch a whole entire mini episode of literally a whole alien race, Olympic thing, and all this commentator shit going on, and you have no idea what's going on, and that's just the whole point. You just have no idea, and that's the comedy of it.
It wasn't there the thing where the guy just runs into a
Yeah, he
wall?
just runs into the wall and splats, and they just
And then they
measure the
basically...
splats. And yeah, he's like, everyone cheers, and Muller's like, okay, let's just...
Forget the bloody Colosseum, like the Roman Colosseum, and that, man. Just people running straight into walls.
Just on motorbikes or something. Just
Bludgeon
on the
themselves.
front, just motorbikes that you drive in front of the body of the bike, so it just comes up behind you.
I mean, like, I was like, how can we make Olympic sports more interesting?
Put aliens in them?
Yeah.
I think so.
Well,
Have them actually
Intergalactic
be deadly.
Olympics. What sports would be in the Intergalactic Olympics?
No, I just
Everything.
feel like with the 100-meter sprint, I feel like the starting pistol should be a real gun. And like,
How's that more interesting?
but the thing is, all the runners like get the starting pistol, and so the thing is, there's a rule. You're only allowed to shoot forward. So if you're in front, you're in danger of being shot.
Surely you'd have it be like tranquilizers or something, so it just like stuns their leg or something, so they just fall over.
We'll sort out the Kingslayer.
Actual sport. There should be something in zero gravity, because I don't think you'd find any species that have somehow be able to work in zero gravity.
Yeah.
Like, they'd all be pretty much on equal terms.
Yeah.
Unless like,
well, I mean, humans, like, their muscle atrophy and stuck in space after a few months. If you spent generations in zero Gs, you'd eventually, I mean, your bones would be like less dense and stuff, but you'd work better in zero G.
Yeah.
But like,
how
would you be able to move?
You just push up stuff.
You're weightless,
like,
and
you wouldn't be able to
everything
move
is
without anything
weightless.
else.
Yeah.
Jetpacks, that's how you move.
I just remember that I heard about
yes.
so like there's the way solar system is formed, quite often you get planets that are flung out of them, and they end up as what's called vagabond planets, where they're not orbiting a star, they're just traveling through
Wow.
and the thing is, it's entirely possible that there's life on these planets. Because
how would it work? Well,
because
they
if
need to
they're
be like...
geologically active, there's still heat and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's it, but they wouldn't have any light.
They wouldn't have any light.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, do they need light? We need light to see and all that. We get all energy from light.
You would probably need light. No, because you have stuff in the deep sea that
There's geothermal energy there.
The thing is, eventually the planet's tectonic activity would wind down.
Yeah, but the
so
thing
you'd
is,
end up depending on how quickly that happened, you'd end up with life that would just essentially go into stasis.
Well, the thing is that they'll just die. But the thing is, that would take like billions of years.
It would depend when their cutoff point was in the cooling.
And the thing is, you could have something like planet like Jupiter, which is a big planet, and have moons around that, and these moons have their own geothermal energy, and then the gravitational energy of Jupiter affects these planets. Like if you see like Io, volcanic moon, it's really geologically active, and so there's all that energy there coming from the gas giant because it's so massive, and it's just.
I just love how he's been interested by all this.
I haven't actually. This is why I'm here. You know.
But the point I'm making is just like while we're like looking out into the universe, aliens generally like exoplanets around stars and stuff. It could be these vagabond planets where all the aliens are.
Or the aliens could be right under our noses
In deep space.
Yeah, everything. Wait, under our noses in every direction.
Yeah.
How big's your nose?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, yeah.
Under every human being's nose would point everywhere. Because it's sphere.
I mean, how do you know what's under your nose if you can't see what's under your nose? Are you looking in the mirror? Yeah.
Yeah, use mirrors and stuff.
I tried.
Alright.
Should we end this here?
Also,
I
like,
think we should end it soon.
can you just turn the thing around? See, now you can see them saying those.
Thank you.
Alright.
Are we done? I think we're done.
Yeah.
This has not been another episode of the Mindless Show, and these people have not been. Kai spelt the correctly, and
I guess so.
Celtic Druid.
Ooh, I don't like it.
I have not been Schmidlab, and this has not been the Mindless Show, and thank you everyone for not watching.
Like, what's Schmidlab?
It's a Batman character.
Except it's actually Schmidlab. He got the spelling.
Thank you everyone, and goodbye. I mean, hello. I mean,
No.
Surely it
that
should have
concludes
been
our episode.
Surely
That will not conclude our episode.